Hi everybody, today's video is going to be a kitchen deep clean and I'm going to be tackling those jobs that we always put off and don't regularly do in our kitchen. So I'm kicking straight off with an oven clean. Now this job I absolutely hate doing. It is a bit of a state at the moment and definitely overdue a deep clean. As you saw there, I had elbow grease. I do have a few of their products and think they're really good. So I'm starting off by taking all the drawers out and then popping them in the sink with some hot soapy water. And then I'm going to be looking and going back to the inside of the oven, which as you can see has so much grime and dirt in it. So I am pouring the elbow grease liquid inside the oven and just giving this a bit of a mix around in the oven and really getting it to work into all the different areas. Now definitely we have a read of the back of the product you have, so if you don't have elbow grease in particular, but this one in particular is said to leave to soak for as long as possible. So I'm just adding in a little bit more as I felt like that was needed, but then I did leave this to soak in the oven for a few hours. So whilst I was leaving that to soak, I actually decided to tackle the trays because they were really grubby, in particular this tray here. So this one is our sort of grill tray, so it really does catch a lot of the mess, but yeah, it really was a bit overdue. So I did decide to add a little bit more elbow grease to the bottom of that pan as I thought it was needed. Some products as well, you can actually get bags and leave your trays in the bags with some of the product to really get that to work a little bit harder. I didn't have one of those bags today. This product didn't come with one, but I have used those before as well and they are also really good because it just does a lot of the hard work for you. Again, you could just leave that to soak and then rinse off after. So this was incredibly satisfying, getting all that dirt lifted from the trays. It looked much neater after this was done. Okay, so now I'm going back into the oven after I have let that soak for as long as I can, and as you can see it is definitely brought up a lot of the grease, so I'm just going to be giving that one good clean and then I'm just going to be rinsing that out as well. I've got myself a bowl of water and I'm just going to be taking as much of the product off as possible and really giving that a good rinse and clean. I do have to say, since we have bought an air fryer, we don't use our oven as much, so I am surprised at how dirty it is still. So it does go to show you still obviously need to keep on jobs on top of jobs like your oven. I just had some elbow grease spray and I'm just working that into the front of the oven as well, so no, don't forget that also needs cleaning. And then I'm just popping my trays back in and I'm just going to be closing that, and then lastly just cleaning the front of the oven. And I am so glad that I have ticked this one off of my list. The next thing I'm going to give a deep clean is our toaster. So we love toast in my family, so this product is heavily used, and I actually don't remember the last time I've emptied the toaster tray. As you can see, that is the catcher there, so we've got obviously two of them being a 4-slice toaster, so that caught so many of the crumbs, so that was definitely overdue a clean. What I would definitely suggest as well is just to give it a bit of a shake like I am doing here, because you will be surprised at how much is caught inside. I also did tip it upside down as well, and as you can see, so many more crumbs came out. So I'm just going to give this a wipe over with a cloth now. It's kind of got an aluminium top, so this does show quite a few finger marks, as well as the black. It really does show quite a few finger marks. So I'm just going to be giving that a really good clean and then wipe down. So I'm just now going to be cleaning the countertop in where the toaster sits, as obviously this has quite a few crumbs as well, so I just wanted to give that a tidy and spray using my favourite flash spray wipe done, and this smells amazing. So I'm just going to be freshening up that bit of the worktop as well before I pop it back. So that is looking so much neater now because that was so grubby before. Next on my list is the kettle. Again, another heavily used product in our house. We do love a cup of tea in our house. For this, I've got some oust sachets. So have a read of the packet again. So this one, I had to boil the kettle so it was half full, and then empty the sachet into that and let that sit for 20 minutes, which is what I did. And then I like to give it a real good rinse out afterwards, and as you can see, that really lifted the limestone really well actually from my kettle. Also, don't forget to clean the outside of your kettles as well. Again, mine being black, it does show lots of finger marks, so that is one to always remember. Next, I'm giving my sink a really good deep clean as well. I do often do this, so this was another overdue one really, but this is a bit more on my regular list to do as opposed to the oven and toaster. So I really like using the Cif product for this, and I have got obviously a white sink, so it does show lots of marks as well. We do get some quite tough marks on this to get off, and I really feel like Cif works really well to lift them marks. So I'm just giving this sink a last dry now, any excess water off of that. So that is now all finished, and I really don't think there is anything better than a clean, empty sink. It is just the best. I wish it stayed empty for longer and not so much washing up, but there you go. Next on my list, I'm moving over to the fridge. So another kind of big one that I do put off doing, but this was definitely overdue. So I am emptying one drawer at a time. This is the way that I think is the easiest way to do it. Starting off with the sort of fruit veg box at the bottom. Obviously that, as you saw, was really quite mucky, so that definitely needed to be cleaned out, and I'm just going to be popping everything back in a little bit more of an order. So as I say, I'm working drawer by drawer. This way I don't have to get all of the food out at once, and I can just wipe down as I go, and this is great. This just works quite well for me. And obviously then when I need to close the fridge, because obviously it does beep if you've had the drawer open for a while, I can just do that every now and then carry on. This really gave me a good opportunity as well to see what was in my fridge, what didn't need anymore, didn't want to keep, was out of date. So this really gave me a good opportunity as well to really sort the fridge out. So So one thing we do have is this Lazy Susan, which holds all of our condiments on the top shelf, and I really love it. Like, it's a really great thing to have if you have lots of condiments like us, because it just means that you can get the ones at the back. Before we had it, we would just always not be able to reach the ones at the back and they would just stay there. So I definitely recommend that. And that is the fridge all done and clean. Next I am moving on to our extractor fan. And again, this can be one that could be quite forgotten actually and overlooked, but obviously these do get quite greasy where they're just above the hob. So I've just put on some hot soapy water into the sink, and I'm just going to leave those to soak for a little while whilst I clean the hob. So I've just taken the black rings off and I'm going to let them soak as well, just whilst I wipe down the hob. So the extractor fans were quite greasy actually, so I really gave them a good scrub and clean and rinse, and then I'm just going to let them dry whilst I pop everything back together on the grills here. Okay, so that is all done, and lastly, the last thing I wanted to do in my kitchen today was wipe down all of the sides and give it last good clean. And that is so many of the jobs ticked off my list, and I'm so glad I done them. Let me know down in the comments below if you've got any deep cleaning to do in your kitchen and what jobs you'd like to tick off your list. I really hope you enjoyed this video today, and if you did, please do remember to give a thumbs up for me, and then do subscribe if you haven't already, because I make lots of cleaning content like this. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.